Okay, a very good morning children. Welcome to the online session of subject mathematics of 6th class. I hope so. You all are very fine and staying healthy in the present situation. So, in the previous class, we have completed and we have discussed the addition, subtraction and multiplication of the whole numbers on the number line representation. On the number line representation, how addition, subtraction and multiplication has been playing a role in that on the number line we have seen, and along with that we have discussed about the excess part regarding that whole numbers number line representation of basic operations. Okay, so in the today's class we shall see about the properties of whole numbers, properties regarding the whole numbers. So what are the properties of whole numbers? So first of all, we should know what are whole numbers. So already you know, in the previous class we have discussed what are whole numbers. So whole numbers is represented with the help of the letter capital W. So capital W is equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, like this. Okay, number doesn't exist last number. So this is a set of whole numbers. Set of whole numbers. In this set only we can get a subset of natural numbers. A subset. Okay, that means a part of this set is a natural number set. So this natural number is set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Okay, so this, if we add 0 means that is whole number set. If you are removing 0 and if you are writing other numbers means that is natural number set. So like this we have seen. So every time you should identify what are natural numbers and what are whole numbers in the whole numbers excess. So like this we have completed, and in the today's topic we shall discuss about the properties of whole numbers. So what type of properties are there in the whole numbers? So properties means here generally. So if we add any two whole numbers, or if we subtract any two whole numbers, or else if we multiply any two whole numbers, so what will be happening to that whole numbers? So suppose if we want to add any two numbers means compulsory there should be two whole numbers. Compulsory two whole numbers should be. Okay, that is one W1 and W2. So one whole number and another whole number. So compulsory if we want to add means there should be two whole numbers. So by adding these two whole numbers, so what will happen? What will happen the result? So these results will be expressed by the properties of whole numbers. Properties of whole numbers. So this like this, not only addition. So subtraction, next multiplication, next division. So like this, for the four basic operations, this whole numbers properties will be running in this class. Okay, so this is about it. So and this class we can call as a properties of whole numbers. Properties of whole numbers. Properties of whole numbers. So these are about properties of whole numbers. So there are so many properties regarding the whole numbers. Okay, so now we shall discuss one by one very clearly and very easily. Okay, so first of all, the first property we are discussing is that closure property. What is that property? Closure property. Closure property. Okay, so just now I said, so all the whole numbers, they will be having the four basic operations. So same like, so for every property the four basic operations we have to consider. We have to consider the four basic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So these four basic properties, these four basic operations, we have to check for this closure property, whether the closure property will satisfy for these four basic operations in the whole numbers or not, we have to see. Okay, so first of all in this closure property, first I am taking the first one is addition. Closure property under addition. Closure property under addition I am taking. So this is the first one. So this is the first property. In the first property, sub property is addition. So first of all, what is closure property means? Suppose if you are adding any two whole numbers, so the result also should become the same whole number only. Result also should become as a whole number only. So that will called as a closure property first of all. So in the closure property, suppose if you are adding or if you are subtracting or if you are multiplying or if you are dividing any two whole numbers, so the result also should become the whole number only, not any fraction or not any decimal, or these numbers should not come, or these numbers should not come, or else negative numbers, minus 2.3, minus 2 by 3. So these numbers should not come. So this type of property is called closure property of whole numbers. Closure property of whole numbers. So in the closure property, now if we want to see the addition property, so here suppose if we are taking any two whole numbers, suppose I am taking any whole number. So you are sixth class children. So I am taking somewhat higher numbers, somewhat greater numbers. So 50 I am taking as a whole number. Next 72 I am taking another whole number. So 50 plus 72. Okay. So by adding these two numbers, so what will happen? What is 50 plus 72? So 0 plus 2. 0 plus 2 is 2. Next 5 plus 7. What is 7 plus 5? 7 plus 5 is 12. So 122 is the answer. So 122 is the answer for 50 plus 72. So 50 plus 72 is 122. So that means here this is one of the whole number W1. So this is first whole number. So I am taking as a W1. Next this is second whole number. So I am taking as a W2. So W means whole number. So W1, W2. So after adding these two, what is the result? 122. 122 is also lying in the whole number set, because what is the set of whole numbers? So already I have written here. So W is equals to set of 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on up to like this, up to end there will be. Okay, that means so 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on up to so many numbers will be. So more than 10 crores, 10 crores, 100 crores, like that the number will be going on. Okay, last number we don't know, and that is doesn't exist. Okay, so in that number, in that set 122 will be there. So that means this is also whole number only. This is also whole number only. So W1 plus W2. What is happening? So result is also whole number only. So that means here if we are adding any two whole numbers, the result also should be whole number. So is this satisfying this property? So this is here the result is also whole number. So that means this is a closure property of addition. Closure property of whole numbers under addition. That means if suppose A and B are any two whole numbers, so then A plus B is also whole number. So this is a property of closure property of whole numbers under addition. So that means if A and B are any two whole numbers, so not only 50 and 72, you take any whole number. So smallest whole numbers I am taking. So for our verification, for smallest whole numbers we can take. So what is the first whole number? 0 is the first whole number. Is it right? Next, what is the next whole number? So 0 plus 1. So 1 is the next whole number. So by adding these two, what is the result? 0 plus 1 is, so 1 plus 0, 0 plus 1. So what is the result? 1 only. So that means here 1 is also whole number only, because 1 is there in the whole number set. That means this is also correct. So by taking smallest whole number, or else by taking any large numbers also, the result is getting a whole number. Now we shall take one largest number, one large number, okay, and we shall check, okay. So suppose okay, 10 lakhs, this is 10 lakhs plus 10 lakhs is one whole number. Next another whole number is next okay, 70 lakhs. 10 lakhs plus 70 lakhs I am taking. So 10 lakhs is one whole number. Next 70 lakhs is also another whole number. So by adding these two whole numbers, so what is the result? So what is 10 lakhs plus 70 lakhs? So same number of digits are there. So 2, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and here 2, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in both the numbers there are 7 digits. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Yes, wait. Okay, here 1 plus 7. What is 1 plus 7? 8. So 80 lakhs. So 10 lakhs plus 70 lakhs is 80 lakhs. So this is also a whole number. So I added one whole number with another whole number W2. So by adding these two numbers, what I get? I get another whole number. So that means if you are taking any smallest whole numbers, or if you are taking largest whole numbers also, so at that time also the result will be the whole number only. So this is a closure property of whole numbers under addition. That means what is the final statement? If A and B are any two whole numbers, if A and B are any two whole numbers, then A plus B is also a whole number. A plus B is also a whole number. So this is a closure property of whole numbers under addition. Okay. So I hope so you have understood. So if you want to mean, so you can write the statement in any of your paper. Okay. So what is the statement again? Once again I am saying, if A and B are any two whole numbers, if A and B are any two whole numbers, then A plus B is also a whole number. A plus B is also a whole number. So this is a closure property of whole numbers under addition. Under addition you must keep. This is a closure property of whole numbers under addition. Okay, this is a statement. Okay. So next, so after addition, so in the closure property only, next basic operation. So what is the next basic operation? So after addition, now we have to check for the subtraction. We have to check, okay, instead of subtraction, first of all, we shall check the multiplication. We shall check the multiplication. So closure property of whole numbers under multiplication. So what here also same. So same as addition, but the symbol will be changed. Suppose if you are taking any whole number. So 20 I am taking. 20 I am taking as a one whole number, and another whole number is suppose 75 I am taking. 75 I am taking. Okay. Okay. So instead of 75 I am taking 15. Okay, 15 I am taking. So 20, 15. These are two whole numbers. So under multiplication we are seeing. So that means here instead of addition you should keep multiplication sign, cross symbol. That means by multiplying these two whole numbers, the result also should get the whole number only instead of any fractions or any other decimals. So you should get the whole number only. So at that time this closure property of whole numbers under multiplication will be satisfied. I hope so you are understanding. Okay. So here what is 20 into 15? So 20 into 15 means just forget about 0. Just what is 15 into 2? 15 to is 30. 15 to is 30. 15 to is 30. So how many zeros are there? 1 0. So keep that 0. So 15 into 2 is 30. So 0 you have to write afterwards. So this is a simple trick to find the multiplication of two digits. If one number is having a 0 in that number, if one number is is having a tens place. Okay, that means in the tens should be 20, 30, 40, 50, like that. The tens, if the tens or hundreds or anything is means you should skip that 0 and you should do the multiplication of remaining numbers. So after doing multiplication, so how many zeros are there in the two numbers? You have to place all the remaining zeros in the final result. Okay, so that means here 20 into 15 is 20 into 15. So first I am doing the multiplication of 15 into 2. So what is 15 into 2? 15 into 2 is 30. So 30 will be a part of answer. So it's still how many zeros are left over here? 1 zero is left over. That 1 zero you should write at the last for the third number. Okay. So what is here? So 15 into 20 is 300. So by doing the multiplication of two whole numbers, what is the result? What is the result here? This is 300 is also a whole number only. So multiplication is also satisfying. So with this, what we can say? The statement. So if you want to, you can note down in your paper. Okay. So what is the statement? If we are taking still we should do some more examples. So here suppose if I want to take any small digits, so like 0 into 1, these are the first whole numbers. 0, 1. So starting with 0, 1, like that I am taking. So 0 into 1. So what is 0 into 1? So 0 into something is 0 only. 0 into something is 0 only. 0 into 10 lakhs, 0. 0 into 90 lakhs, 0 only. 0 into 20 lakhs is 0 only. Okay. So here 0 into 1 is 0 only. So what is 0? 0 is the first whole number. That means 0 is also a whole number only. So with this, what we can say? So if we are taking any smallest number or if you take any largest number also, there will be some result. Is it right? Is it right, children? So 15, 2, 5, 3, 2, 7, 9 into 1, 7, 9, 3, 2, 9, 7. So suppose here I am taking, so a product of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next here 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So a product of one 8-digit number and one 7-digit number. So if I am doing the product means some number will be coming. Some 15-digit number or a 16-digit number will be coming. So that means here what is the mean? What is it? So the 15-digit number is also a number only. Is it right? There won't be any end for the numbers, for the whole numbers or for the natural number. So that means, so this is also a whole number only. The final result will be also one whole number only. So that means here closure property of whole numbers under multiplication is also satisfying. So with this, what we can say as a statement means, so if you want, please note down, children. So if A and B are any two whole numbers, then A into B is also a whole number. So that is a statement of multiplication property. So closure property of whole numbers under multiplication. So here addition and multiplication are satisfying completely. So next, so what is the next basic operation means? That is subtraction. So whether subtraction is satisfying or not, we have to check. So instead of multiplication, instead of into sign or instead of plus sign, addition sign, we have to keep the subtraction symbol. So what is subtraction symbol? Subtraction symbol is hyphen symbol. So that means a long hyphen symbol. So here subtraction of any two whole numbers should be also one whole number only. So if we are doing any two whole numbers for subtraction, if we are subtracting any two whole numbers, the result also should be the whole number only. That means the result should be from 0 to last, from 0 to last. Okay, never should come either negative numbers or fraction number. Fraction means decimal numbers. So 1 by 2, so 0.5. So this type of numbers should not come. And along with that, negative numbers, minus 5, minus 0.5. So this type of numbers also should not come. So if this type of numbers are coming means, if this type of result is coming means, your answer is wrong. That means not wrong, but the subtraction property won't satisfy, or else any type of property won't satisfy. So like that we have to get conclude. So here we are discussing about the whole number properties only. So in these properties, compulsory the result also should come as a whole number only. Neither fractions nor decimals nor negative numbers. Okay, these three should not come. Okay, so that is the properties of a whole number. So here if we want to do the subtraction of two whole numbers, suppose take any two whole numbers. So suppose for example I am taking 7 minus 5. 7 minus 5 I am taking. So what is 7? 7 is a whole number. 5 is also a whole number. So 3, 4, 5. So like that it will come. So 5, 6, 7. 7 is also coming. So these two are whole numbers. These two are whole numbers. So if I am doing the subtraction of these two whole numbers, so what will be the result? What will be the result? That is our question. So 7 minus 5. What is 7 minus 5? 7 minus 5 is 2. So what is 2 here? So 2 is a whole number only. Is it right, children? So 2 is also a whole number. So that means here this for subtraction, closure property is satisfying. Closure property is satisfying. Suppose if I am taking 5 minus 7, 5 minus 7, I have exchanged these two numbers. I have exchanged these two numbers because 5 is also a whole number. 7 is also a whole number. So what will happen? So 5 minus 7. What is 5 minus 7? Can you remove 7 from 5? So we can't remove. So here there are 5 fingers. So in these 5 fingers, can you remove 7? So first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 I have removed. Still but here we have to remove 7. So we can't remove 7. So that means here what will become? So the result will be in the negative answer. So 5 minus 7 is minus 2. Minus 2 will be coming. Minus 2. So how minus 2 will be coming means, you know. So already you have seen in the number line. Is it right, children? So suppose this is a number line. So this is the number line 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Okay, like this and so on will be. So 7 minus 5 you want to check. So subtraction means you should go towards the left side to how many steps? 7 steps. So from 5. So first, what is the first number? 5. Where is the 5 here? So plus 5 is here. So 5 minus 7. So minus is there. So you should move towards the back side, towards the left side. So how many steps? So this is number of steps. So the second number is indicating the number of steps we should move backwards or frontwards. So here minus is there. So we have to move towards the back side or towards the left side. So that means how many steps? 7 steps. So without skipping any number or without leaving any number, we should move from every number. So every digit. So 5, 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps, 4 steps, 5 steps, 6 steps, 7 steps. So where the see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I never skipped any number. So on every number I am stepping. On every number, on every digit I am stepping, and I came towards 7 steps back side, 7 steps towards left side. So after 7th step, so at which number this count has been stopped? So what is this number? Minus 2. So 5 minus 7 is 5 minus 7 is minus 2. So is the answer tallied or not? So the answer is tallied. That means your process is correct. Here your process is correct. That means so here you are getting negative number. Already I said. So whole numbers means from starting from 0. So here there are no negative numbers, but here negative number has came. That means here for some sort of numbers, if we are taking the first digit as a greater number, then the subtraction property is satisfying. If we are taking the greatest number at the first as a first number, so the subtraction property under closure is satisfying. Closure property of whole numbers under subtraction is satisfying. But if we are taking any small number as a first number, so 5 and 7, so 5 is small number, 7 is greatest number. If we are taking any small number on the first place, so at that time the property won't get satisfied. That means so here there will be 50-50 chances. There will be 50-50 chances of satisfying this subtraction property of under whole numbers. Is it right, children? So that means here addition and multiplication are satisfying completely. 100% they are satisfying. But subtraction only 50% it is satisfying. So where is remaining 50% means in the remaining 50% the negative numbers are coming. Okay. So here what is the statement means if A and B are any two whole numbers, if A and B are any two whole numbers, then A minus B is a whole number on condition that A minus B is a whole number on condition that if the first number is a greater number. If the first number is a greater number, then only this property will be satisfying under subtraction. If the first number is a smaller number means it won't satisfy. It won't satisfy. So what you should write as a statement means if A and B are any two whole numbers then A minus B is a whole number if is a whole number if and only if then A minus B is a whole number if and only if, or else you can write like this also, on condition that the first number should be greater number. Then only this closure property of whole numbers under subtraction will be satisfying. Okay. So what is the statement? Once again I am saying, if A and B are any two whole numbers, then A minus B is a whole number on condition that the first number should be greater number. This is a property of closure property of whole numbers under subtraction. Okay. I hope you are understanding very easy and very well. Okay. So this is about subtraction property. So addition, multiplication, subtraction. So next, what is the next basic operation? So after subtraction, we are moving on to the division. So what about the division? SION. So what about the division? So here addition, multiplication, subtraction three are completed. Next, if coming to the division, so instead of plus, instead of into and instead of minus, now we have to keep the division symbol. Okay, that means suppose if you are taking any two whole numbers and if you are dividing those two whole numbers, then the result also should get the whole number only. Suppose if I am taking 16 is one of the whole number divided by 4. 16 divided by 4 I am taking. So what is 16 divided by 4? 16 divided by 4 means 16 by 4. So how you can do this one means, so here only. So we shall see here. Okay. So 4 you should write as a divisor, 16 you should write as a dividend. So in the 4 table 16 is going directly. Is it right, children? So 4 into 4 is 16. So 4 4 16. So what is the remainder? Remainder is 0. If the remainder is getting 0, so this is a divisor. So this is the result. That means in this table compulsory this number is going. So with what is the quotient? 4 is the quotient. That means here 4 ones, 4 fours, 16. So what is the answer? 4 is the answer. Okay. So which 4 you have to take? Either this 4 or this 4 means you should take this 4. So whatever the quotient is coming, so that one only is this answer. That is this answer. Okay. So I hope so you are understanding. Okay. So like this. So 16 divided by 4 is 4. We got. Okay. Next, one more thing. So one more number I am taking. So 7 divided by 5 I am taking. So 7 divided by 5 I am taking. So here, what is 7 divided by 5? That means 7 by 5 you have to take. 7 by 5. So now you have to take here. So how you have to take? See, 5 is a denominator. That means denominator number you should write as a divisor. Next, numerator you should write as a dividend. So in the 5 table does 7 goes? No. So in the 5 table only the number will be ending with 0 or 5. So here 5 in the 5 table 7 won't go. So, but there 5 is less than 7 only. But here 5 ones 5. So if less than 5 is if 7 is 5 is less than 7, that means we can multiply, we can divide. So 5 ones 5. So 7 minus 5 is 2. 7 minus 5 is 2. So 2 came. So 2 is less than 5. So here 7 is greater than 5. So we can easily divide. We can easily divide with whatever the number is going on in this number. So in this 7, 5 will be there. So that 5 only we have taken. And that means here 5 ones 5. 7 minus 5 is 2. 7 minus 5 is 2. So here only 2 is there. So we have to do up to 0. We have to do the division up to 0. So if you want to take the division, if you want to continue division means here we have to take the decimal point. So why this decimal point means? So here the number is going on decreasing. That means here the number is getting in the fractions of decimal. So in the next concept you will be understanding about this division very easily. Okay. So here 20. Now what is the number we got? We got the number 20. So 20 means in the 5 table 20 is going directly. So 5 fours 20. 5 fours 20. 20 minus 20 is 0. 20 minus 20 is 0. So here we got 0. So what is the answer? 1.4. But what is the result? 1.4. But what is the actual property? So division of two whole numbers should become as one whole number only. But what we got? 1.4. That means decimal number we got. That means here we should not get any decimal numbers. That means here for some numbers, same as subtraction, division also. For some whole numbers, the property is satisfying, but for other whole numbers, the property is not satisfying. That means this is also 50-50 chances. That means here how the 50% chance is satisfying? That means if the both the whole numbers are multiplying each other directly, that means whatever the multiplication tables are there, in that if the numbers are there, so then only the division property will be satisfying. That means here 16 and 4. So in the 4 table 16 will go directly. But in the 5 table does 7 goes? No. So if you want to do the division, if you want to satisfy the division, compulsory you should know about the multiplication tables. Whether in the 4 table 16 should go or else in the 5 table 7 should go. So here in the first option only the number is satisfying, the whole number is satisfying. In the second option the whole number is not satisfying. So here what is the final statement means, if A and B are any two whole numbers, if A and B are any two whole numbers, then A divided B is a whole number. A divided B is a whole number. So on condition that on condition that OCT means on condition that A comma B should be multiplied directly. That means here A and B should be multiplied directly. That means here 16 divided by 4 we have seen. That means in the 4 table 16 will become. That means where 4 4s 16. That means but in the second case 7 divided by 5. In the 5 table 7 won't go. 5 ones 5, 5 twos 10. That means after 5 digits 10 came. That means here the second case is not applying. So what is the first case? First case is a on condition that A comma B should be multiplied directly. Okay, then only the division property will be satisfied. Okay, so this is about the closure property of whole numbers under addition, multiplication, subtraction and division. I hope so you are understanding very easily. So now we shall go on with some problems regarding this property. Okay. Okay. See children, first one. The first one A. Okay. So here next 7 into 5. 7 into 5. What is 7 into 5? So here multiplication symbol is there. So multiplication symbol means it is multiplication property. So two whole numbers are there. Multiplication symbol is there. So closure property of whole numbers under multiplication. So by doing the multiplication, so what is the result? So 7 5s 35. 7 5s 35. That means here the 35 is also a whole number. 35 is also a whole number. So that means here this property is satisfying. So closure property of whole numbers under multiplication. Okay, like this you should write. So closure property of whole numbers under multiplication satisfies. So like this you should write. So if you want to write in the full answer means closure, therefore closure property of whole numbers under multiplication satisfies. So like this you should write. So closure property of whole numbers under multiplication satisfies. So like this you should write. So like this for every problem you should write. So not only for this problem, for every problem. Okay. So this type of problem. So you should directly check. So if there is place means you should take the place. If there is subtraction means you should do the subtraction and you should write this one. So if the problem is not satisfying, if the problem is not satisfying as a whole number, so you have to write like this: closure property of whole numbers under subtraction does not satisfy. Under subtraction does not satisfy, like that you should write. Okay, so we shall see. So does not satisfies, like that you should write. Okay, so these are the so like this you should do the problems. Okay, so now I will give some problems as a homework, children. So try to do as a in your home. Okay, so the first one. So under this property only some problems I am giving. Okay, all the 4 basic operations will be covered. So 15 plus 95. 15 plus 95. Next, B. 128 minus 35. Next, C. 79 plus 46. Next, D. 258 minus 315. Next, E problem. E problem is 17 into 6. Next, F. 9 into 200. G. 75 divided by 15. Next, H. 8 divided by 7. Okay. So these are the sum of your homework, children. So in this all the 4 basic operations have been covered: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So in the addition 2 problems, subtraction 2 problems, multiplication 2 problems and division also 2 problems are there. So in every operation 2 problems are there. If they are satisfying, so closure property of whole numbers under so and so property under addition satisfies. So if doesn't satisfy means closure property of whole numbers under division does not satisfy. Under subtraction does not satisfy. Under addition everything will be satisfied. So under subtraction does not satisfy. Under division does not satisfy, like that you do. Okay, so this is your today's homework, children. So try to do very easily, children. So if you are having any doubts, so once again recall back to my class so that you will understand. So in the next class we shall go on with the next property. Okay, today closure property completed. Next one more property is there. So we shall go on with that interesting property. Okay, thank you for attending my class, children. Have a good day, children. Thank you.